What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another Dark Deception video. And today we are going to take a look at new teaser Dark Deception posted on their Twitter account, as well as theorize and do a quick analysis video on it. At the same time, we'll take a look at a new mysterious game from Scott Cawthon, the man behind the most popular indie game Five Nights at Freddy's. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Now, I hope you're all having fun with the new FNAF AR on your phones. FNAF is really diversifying their content out here. But with FNAF VR DLC and AR out of the way, it's time for Scott to really start leading the fandom into the next phase, as Matt had theorized and explained how he believes that through this new FNAF VR and its DLC, Scott has pushed a reboot button, and through that, it gives Scott a chance to lead this franchise to wherever he desires, as he no longer have to oblige to any previous small lore detail or maybe even bigger, which is why what Scott does next is absolutely important for all of us. And for the first time in 3 years, Scott have posted a brand new video on his official YouTube channel, and it's a mysterious game. That's right, let's take a look.
Come in, Faz Squad. This is Fred Barrett, Faz Command.
Well, okay, maybe not that mysterious considering the fact that we already had a teaser about this before. Freddy in Space 2 is here, and this is quite weird for me to say, but I'm genuinely interested in this, and I'm definitely going to play this. That is, if I get the chance, of course. This is obviously not just an update and haha moment from Scott for his super underrated FNAF world, but this one is for a bigger cause. Game theorists are hosting an event that is related to charity and helping in curing cancer altogether. This event will be hosted to donate to St. Jude Hospital, and Scott announced that in this new FNAF game, there are hidden money, secrets, etc. And upon finding them, Scott will donate whatever amount matches their money. Of course, the cap is 500k, but that's a big deal. It's about time FNAF community will be getting together and doing something for a much bigger cause. Go to Game Theorist, subscribe, notifications on, and be there for December the 3rd with Dalko and of course the king of FNAF, Markiplier. This year has been amazing for FNAF, with FNAF VR, VR DLC, and recently AR with very positive reaction, and now this. Mr. Scott, you've outdone yourself again. And also, let's not forget all the people and their amazing hard work at Illumix, the people behind FNAF AR, and Steelwool Studios, the people who made FNAF VR and the DLC. They are the ones basically getting Scott's trust and helped him in developing these wonderful projects. I seriously cannot wait to see what Scott does next. Well then, Dark Deception Chapter 4 still has no release date, still nothing. I've been lingering around Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube every other hour, day, just to get even small stuff to consume Dark Deception. Yeah, I need help. But as December is here and we are less than a month away from 2020, it's safe to assume that Chapter 4 might not be releasing in 2019 after all. There's still a chance, but I'm not very sure about it anymore. However, today, Dark Deception has posted another brand new teaser for Chapter 4, and it looks like the pattern continues. Last time we've had Penny the Chicken from Joy Joy Gang with that meme look. She finally showed everyone why she's the underdog and she's the most underrated character of them all. She might not have odds with her right now, but there's someone who's all about odds. and luck. That is exactly what the new teaser is all about. As you can see, firstly, we have Lucky the Rabbit, the main character in Joy Joy Gang, and it is weird. First we get Penny the Chicken and now Lucky the Rabbit. It looks like they're strong on this level, and it occurs to me they're not done with the third level, maybe not even done with the second level yet, completely, because Asylum location was hinted in game files a very long time ago, so it's safe to say or assume that this level might be on the verge to be ready to play. But what about the third level? Remember, Joy Joy Gang was the first level to get all OSTs before nurses. Not to mention the official teaser for Chapter 4 includes all members of Joy Joy Gang, not nurses, or Mama Bear or Trigger Teddy. So this goes to show you that either developers are so keen on making Joy Joy Gang the face of Chapter 4, which has worked so far, or they're trying to keep everything a secret, but showing Joy Joy Gang more because they already were shown a long time ago, before nurses or even the recent one Mama Bear. Heck, maybe it's a marketing technique to lure in FNAF fans, or fans who liked other indie games such as Tattletale. But whatever the case is, Joy Joy Gang level will not be easy. I heard a rumor circulating that it'll have most playtime, so forget beating it within 5 or 10 minutes, and there are 3 huge size characters, not to mention what other stun abilities, if any. What I also wonder, before going into the teaser in details, is that the posture of Lucky, I can't seem to help but wonder, why is he standing like that? Either this is an intentional photo that I made for marketing, or it is a part of gameplay, because if it is a part of gameplay, then it absolutely makes sense. Why? Well, we know that there will be 2 powers in Chapter 4. First one being used or revealed in first level of Chapter 4, nurses, and then supposed to be the last power being revealed in the second level. That power, spoilers alert, is called Vanish, which will be used to counter Malek's hidden cameras that he puts intentionally to spy on us. But it's not that Vanish power will only be used to avoid Malek's cameras. We have all the reasons to believe that that power could be and will be used against real-life creatures, which in this case are these so-called animatronics. Why do I believe that Vanish will have effect on these enemies? Well, for that, let's go back to the teaser and let's take a closer look. Lucky's standing in a very odd position. Like I said, either intentional game photo for marketing or a part of gameplay. And judging from graphics of the atmosphere, we've seen this look before, most specifically in sewers. You can clearly see how they resemble each other when you're not in water. So let's say this is in-game screenshot. Usually when enemy is approaching you with running animation, they either stun you, but even have an animation which doesn't include standing still, idle in this case. So then why is Lucky standing like that? Unless you used Primal Fear on them, which makes them all drunk animation, kind of, sort of, as they just took 20 shots after shots. And not to mention, well, it's because this is the time where we use our power to hide ourselves for a few seconds. I said in previous videos that we could expect Vanish power time to be around 5 to 8 seconds, just like telepathy. However, its recover time could be way longer, because Vanish could seriously hurt our enemies if used correctly, and if game designs allow it, it could buy us some insane time and cover some insane directions or distance. That is, if through this power you are invisible to trap. So this is how it could have played out. We were running, minding our own business, and out of nowhere Lucky saw us. His eyes turned red, and I believe their eyes only turn red when they spot you, and their eyes turn red the entire time in the second zone because they're on high alert, of course, the second zone. And as soon as he corners you, you use your Vanish power to hide yourself. He knows you're here, but he cannot do anything because you're invisible. You're using that invisible power of yours that bought you some good time to plan out your next move, while Lucky is staring at you with those red eyes, monitoring, or at least trying to monitor you. So with gameplay out of the way, let's talk about this area. What is this place anyway? We're still unsure about its location. Like I said in all previous videos related to Joy Joy Gang, we know about nurses, we could theoretically say we can predict Trigger Teddy's level location, but we're still unsure about Joy Joy Gang. Which brings me to a previous teaser. A while ago, Dark Deception posted a small teaser on their Twitter and Instagram account, in which we can see an elevator going down. Everybody started to theorize that it could be the factory location. Dark Deception team then revealed that it was inspired by Aliens, the movie. It was that rusty elevator scene that inspired them to make it into a level itself, or at least a part of the level. Now, of course, that does not mean that Joy Joy Gang is taking place in a space or around aliens, even though we could take the whole point of animatronics with this much intelligence represents future scenario. And you know what? You're absolutely right, it could be. So we're in some sort of underground area. Through elevators, we're in some sort of basement. It's either a factory or a restaurant. Wherever the case is, we've either either moved to Zone 2 or this is Zone 1 and it's supposed to be like that for the entire level. Now here's my take on this level. I believe that there are certain areas, let's say 3 for now, and each area is split into 3 sectors which can be accessed through elevators. These rusty elevators take you to either bottom level where you'll be greeted by one of 3 members of Joy Joy Gang, or it'll take you to the second area. It makes sense because you can't have all 3 roaming at once. I mean, you could, but they each possess different aspects, different perspectives, and definitely different attacks with different patterns, so having them separated with the elevator being the way to access other areas, it's not actually quite bad. However, there are downsides to this. What if you get into elevator and the animatronic is with you in elevator? You use vanish power, ultimately getting to, let's say, the second or third area, and you basically game the system by having all 3 animatronics in one area, and you're free to collect soul shards from other 2. And surely developers don't want to take that risk and would likely have other plans, so that's out of the way. Which brings us to second part. That elevator is one way to transition from Zone 1 to Zone 2. This teaser shows that we are in an area where there are more pipes, red lights in the background, and it basically looks like a place where you don't want to be, where you shouldn't be. Also, Lucky is huge in person, so that's a no-no. Now, with everything considered, the conclusion is we have an elevator that's being used in a place that's surrounded by pipes, red lights, abandoned underground atmosphere. This begs the question, are we in the factory? Is this the same place that Glowstick Entertainment showed a very long time ago that we all thought is going to be Trigger Teddy's level? Are we in underground area where the animatronics are being rested for the day before being open to public at night? Is this the underground area where you'll find the broken animatronics parts, rotten pizzas, rotten kids, Balloon Boy? Okay, I gotta stop with this Balloon Boy, he's a FNAF character. Anyways, whatever the case is, it seems to suggest heavily that it is a big part of underground factory area. Maybe underground pizzeria. You know what? I'll go and check my local Chuck E. Cheese area, ask them if they have an underground facility area where they hide the animatronics for the day, and if they say yes, then oh boy, we're in it for a treat, and if not, then we'll have to investigate ourselves. Also, they said that it looks like we're not so lucky after all. Okay, we will see about that when we actually play and vanish right in front of his arse. Oh, well, this video is not for kids anymore. Okay, not gonna lie, I will say that this video got out of hand quite fast. There are a lot of things that I repeated, some of them doesn't even belong in here, but there you have it. We have new teaser analysis with my opinions and thoughts on what I believe is happening here. Also, please don't release a hangry teaser. I refuse to make a video on him. Okay, maybe I will make a video on him, but it'll be more of a rant, roast video rather than explanation or theory. At the same time, what do you think of the release date? Is there any chance of 2019, or we're looking at another delayed chapter, this time to 2020? Just for the record, getting delayed is not a bad thing. It's actually good, considering we might have got rushed product. Let me know all of the good stuff down in the comments below. With that being said, that'll wrap up this video of analyzing a new Dark Deception teaser. We have so much more for you in the coming weeks, so make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. We are 300 subscribers away from 20k. Let's do this. First step to 100k, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and peace.